Hello, my name is Leland Smith and I'm from Spokane, Washington. I have been in business for 4 years now and we are doing great. We are set up for success for 2019 and I owe it all to Jim Wertz Consulting. Before, I had 2 to 3 guys helping me out and I had this vision of growing to this big company and just having 2, 3, 4, 5 crews doing hardscaping and maintenance, and it would just be a matter of adding employees and adding equipment, adding trucks, and charging customers a certain price to bring money in to grow my business. But there was so much more to it that I did not understand, and I was reading books, I was going on Google, I was trying to figure all this out on Facebook groups, and I just could not understand it. Every time I would add a crew, because we were ready by year 3, we were ready to add a second hardscape crew, another maintenance crew, but every time I would add another maintenance crew, we would run out of work because the work got done so quick. Now that we had two crews going, the work would get done so quick. I was out there in the field, I was helping out one crew while another crew was doing their job, and it would, we would run out of work. Next thing I know, I was back down to one crew. I was telling guys, hey, we have no work this week. You guys got to wait till next week. And it was just a big mess. That would cause frustration in our company. That would cause employees to look for other work, full-time work. And it was bad. I could not understand it. I could not figure it out. And I could not keep out of the field. I would have employees that have been around for 2 years go out and they would do a job, they would not finish it on time, or they would finish it on time. We would come back, we would invoice the customer, and the customer would call back with a complaint or a callback, something wasn't done right, and so then our other job we're already starting, and we had to push that job back to go finish the other job and go fix the other job, and it was just a big mess, and I could not figure it out. So I spoke with Jim one time. I found his number on Facebook, and I called him up. And the first thing he told me was to write down my vision of my company and my company's mission. And I didn't understand that. I was thinking to myself, well, there's bigger problems besides what my company's vision is. What is my company's mission? There's bigger problems than that. I know I want to be the best landscape company. I know I want to have 10 crews. I already know all that stuff, but what's going on with my employees? What's going on with all these callbacks? And I didn't understand why he wanted me to write this stuff down. So I just listened to him. I wrote down my mission. I wrote down my vision, and like that, my company started changing. That week, my company started changing because it clicked in my head. Where do I want my company to go? What am I focusing on? When I realized what my mission was, when Jim helped me realize what my mission was, now I have a clear path. Before I didn't have a clear path. Before it was just go where the money's at, get work done, get paid, make money, hire employees, deal with working in the field, deal with all the issues of trying to run your own business, deal with running around crazy, answering the phones, trying to figure out what employees are calling in sick, which ones are going to be here today or tomorrow, or which ones have appointments. And once I realized what Jim told me from the beginning, just to find your mission, find your vision, and follow that path. I started following that path, and it was so clear. Every week when I met with Jim, we came up with a new goal, and my business just went from being just so disorganized to being like a straight arrow going down a straight path for its target. Every week we created an arrow shooting at that target, and we hit it. Every week we hit our targets, we hit our goals every week. There is so much more to business that I understand now that I was clueless about. And I've been to college for accounting, I've taken classes on business, but when you're in the field and you're actually running a business, there's so much more to it. And having a business consultant like Jim to be there and motivate you every week to keep you on the right path to make sure you're hitting your goals will make the biggest difference. Now, I was in the field every day. I would work 6 hours out in the field, 7 hours out in the field, and then I would run out and I would do 4 or 5 bids every day, every evening, and then I was so tired I would do maybe one, I'd turn 1 or 2 of those bids in the evening, and the rest would sit on my desk. Next day I would work all day, go do a few more bids, maybe get 1 done, and the rest would sit on my desk. And I could never stay out of the field. We just ended our season last week. We have great margins, and this is with me staying out of the field, in my office, recruiting, working on marketing, training my new office assistant, training my foreman, training my leaders for 2019, preparing for 2019, purchasing new equipment, getting my equipment in, getting the maintenance done on it, the annual maintenance done on it, organizing my business, and reaching out to my customers, thanking my customers, communicating with my customers, while my guys are out in the field doing flawless work. They're not making mistakes as much as they were getting callbacks on every job. We very rarely get callbacks now, and our team is very extremely tight. We go on fishing trips, we have company parties, when my employees have personal issues, they call me up and they talk to me about maybe some issues that are going on at home. We've built a tight, family-oriented team atmosphere in this company. My employees brag about working for me. They see our competitors out that they used to work for in the past, and they brag about how great of a job they have. And these employees working for the competitors are asking, hey, are you guys hiring? Are you guys hiring? We're not hiring right now because our plan is to take these 3 employees and train them into be leaders, and then we'll be hiring in the springtime, and we're going to hit the ground running in 2019. And I owe all of this success to Jim. Jim, I thank you very much for everything you've done for my company. It has made a huge difference, and I'm excited to continue working with you, and I'm excited to get to my $1 million mark next season. It's going to be a breeze. I know it might be a little bit of work, but I know we're going to get there, and I'm excited to see what 2020, 2021 is going to bring for this business. Thank you very much, Jim.